morning to all of you. Very pleasant time and a pleasant morning. Thank you, Pinakin Bhai, for arriving over here. We are graced by your presence. Thank you all dignitaries for sitting with us. I have been put on an arduous task of taking us through to a journey which is very, very interesting and exciting for me. We are here to look upon a legacy that is being transferred from one generation to another. It's an experience that most of us are likely to witness, and most of us are going to carry through where we all started and where we all are today and where we are likely to move on few years down the line. This is something that we are here to witness. All of you may not be aware of this location, but this was the location where Homeopathic Postgraduate Association was started by late Dr. L.D. Dhawale in 1932. All the senior citizens sitting over here have climbed these stairs and gone to the first floor to learn. And we have extremely nostalgic memories of not only learning there, but even eating the dosa that is being served on the streets over there. From there, what emerged was a logo that lives with all of us. The logo centrally talks of two lamps that are present, which connote the concept of Guru Shishya Parampara that was implemented and is being tried to be implemented as a continued legacy that we are all in. The illumination of the two lights when they connect together is represented by the spectrum, which just tries to convey the volume of knowledge that can get generated and that can be spread across. M.L. Dhawale brought in two novel concepts. One concept was the logo, the tagline of Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam. It was a very interesting phenomena for me in my life, in my journey, to try to trace back from where did he identify this phrase at all. And that took me to Bhagavad Gita. And then we were somewhere down the line able to connect all that he wrote in the symposium volume, went on elaborating on Bhagavad Gita and trying to bring that to homeopathy, also got conjoined. Second thing that he brought to our orientation is the care concept. Concept of care that all of us have been trying to pursue and trying to bring about to fruition with the help of our efforts to treat patients. So there's a concept of care of patients. There's a concept of care of learners. We still believe and we strongly believe that, nurturing talent is something that has to be done from the inceptions of the child's entry to the institution. And therefore, the learner care. And as a consequence of these two interactions, there was a substantial knowledge that gets built. And this is the knowledge that needs to be nurtured. This nurturing of knowledge was done by him through the standardized case record that today stands in its 9th edition. The most significant component that I have encircled on the slide and on the case record is the concept of physician and an observer. Friends, this is how the ideas were converted, where a person starts as an observer, engages with the physician who treats the patient, then switches the chairs and then he becomes the physician who is being observed for a performance. And as on today, the National Commission looks upon this as entrustable professional activities. So this is something that gets cultivated through the sheer engagement of the Guru and the Shishya. This is a very large piece of tool, 104 pages, very few of them engage, but this is a tool that has brought in a concept of scientific documentation that ensures that you are able to document what you are doing and you are able to document in a way which is standardized, and standardization is the key word of today. You can't say mere wala lal ya mere wala safed. There has to be some kind of standardization if science has to evolve. Building on that, you can go on building competencies. So this SCR was looked upon as a tool where competencies could be built, and they are built even today. And as I marched on my journey of quality systems management across India, I realized that this becomes an exceptionally great tool for demonstrating quality of care even at the bedside. This capturing of knowledge, he wrote so many books. Even today we are struggling to understand the language, the content, and the concept that he has written. The next generation attempted to write more books, which were thought to be more simpler, more readable, more understandable. And the few smiles that I see on the people who are sitting over here, I think my thoughts are appreciated that these people have done a great job.